Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Romance Seminar. I'm your host JD Green, and as usual I'd like to bring you some knowledge on relationships, love, and knowledge of self. Today I would like to talk about the balanced triangle, which is romance, sexuality, and communication. And without those 3 points of the triangle, which is the cornerstone of a relationship, you will not have a relationship. Communication is the ability to share who you are at your heart with another person without the fear of judgment or misunderstanding. It takes time to get there, of course. It won't happen overnight. In referencing an earlier episode of the Romance Seminar, that's that oven love I was talking about. Now, when you think about romance, it's all about experiencing the world through one another's eyes. That's going to the movies and talking about the movie after. That's watching a television show and talking about the television show, reading books, going to plays, experiencing life with one another. You can't do that sitting on the sofa day in and day out. And sexuality, that's not necessarily intercourse. That's possibly just touching and letting each other know that you care and being sensually intimate, not necessarily sexual. Now, if you think about it, you could have one of these elements and none of the rest. For instance, if you have all this communication, you have a great mental bond with this individual, yet y'all never go anywhere, or you guys never have any touching or any intimate touching between one another shared, then really you don't have a relationship. You got a chat buddy. Same thing with romance. You can have an activity partner and not be able to talk to them about heart-to-heart things, or they never touch you, or you never touch them, or you never think to. Sexuality, and we all know about booty partners, so I don't think I should go into that. But moving forward, it's almost like, wow, what if you could get all these elements together? I mean, now a lot of times you get into a relationship and you may have 2 of these elements and missing one, or one isn't up to par where you would like it to be. So you tend to leave the door open. This is if you're leaving the door open for other people to come in and take your man or your woman, because you are not taking care of home. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you can't really open up your mind and your mouth. You can't share your dreams. You can't share your passions because this person isn't the same as you, and you can't open up to them for one reason or another. But y'all love having fun when you go out and do different things. The sex is great. There's a level of intimacy there, but you can't talk to them. You're going to be looking for someone else to talk to, or your partner's going to be looking for someone else to talk to. Y'all have great sex and y'all talk great, but y'all don't go anywhere. You stay in the house and talk about sex all the time. You don't really have a relationship, and it's not going to amount to anything. You need to realize that now. Unless you put equal amount of attention in communication, romance, and sexuality, you're not really going to have that balanced triangle. And it's so important, because if it's not balanced, someone else is going to balance it for you, and that's where your relationship messes up. But again, if you want to know more, check out my book, available on Black Planet, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much for listening.